How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my kitchen. We won't be cooking anything new today, as all my cooking is reserved for Thanksgiving dinner, but we're more just kind of refining a recipe. I was really proud of getting this deck out before any of the major YouTubers, but as a cost of doing that, I think it came out a little underbaked. I made a couple updates to the deck since then, and I took it to locals and ended up making top 8 with it. The original deck list is linked here, but there were enough significant changes to the deck to where I feel it deserves a new video. So I'm going to start off with new things I added, things I cut, and a couple of alternative suggestions that you may consider adding if you can find the space for it. The first thing I added was Fezandipiti EX. I think it's a better draw engine than Bibarel. Granted, it does make this no longer a single prizer deck, but I think the trade-off is worth it. Originally, I had a 1-2 line of Bibarel, which takes longer to set up and takes up 3 cards. Now I have Fezandipiti, which lets you draw 3 cards every time a Pokemon is knocked out, which will happen a lot because we play mostly single prizers. Now I will say that Fezandipiti then becomes a very attractive boss target for your opponents, so if you don't want that 2 prize liability on the board, I get that. Instead, I would suggest changing the 1-2 line of Bibarel to another Cynthia's Ambition and maybe 2 Pokegears. Essentially what I'm saying is, I don't like having to set up Bibarel in addition to my Frostlasses, so we cut that for a better draw supporter. Next, I added 2 TM Devolutions. I think this was an easy layup that I just straight up missed in my original video. This has won me so many of my games it's not even funny. Having 2 in here is just straight up mean. I love it. For most things, you just have to get them to 70 HP worth of damage, and then TM Devo, and it's Dundozo. There was a point where I experimented with throwing in Manaphy and Mimikyu, but I gotta advise against doing that. They ended up being liabilities because Froslass puts them on a timer too. Granted, Munkidori can help push that damage over to buy it more time, but Munkidori will also be taking damage every turn, so it's just not worth it in my opinion. If Regidrago with Kyurem or Hydreigon ends up being too terrible of a matchup for you, then you may still want Manaphy, but I would advise against playing it unless you have a Bravery charm. I also added Enamorus V because Dusknoir is a huge problem in the higher ranks, and we are a Psychic deck, so it works well in here. Add in a Forest Seal Stone and you can set up much more consistently. I also switched out my Ace spec from Deluxe Bomb to Legacy Energy. I find that 120 damage is silly and fun, but Legacy is really good here. I found that people were vacuuming away the Deluxe Bomb pretty frequently, and having them take out a single prizer and take no prizes for it can literally buy you an extra turn to get your Froslass damage ramped up. Or you can also slap it into something that you want to protect to make it a less attractive target for your opponent. I see no downsides to this change. I also added 2 Irida because I can't believe I didn't think of that before. Works super well for getting your board set up or for finding your Frostlasses. I did see some suggestions in the comments for a couple things you could add to it, so I'm going to run through those pretty quickly. First one was Iron Valiant with the Tachyon Bits ability, which slaps 20 damage on the opponent every time it switches into the active. I think it could work as a spreader, but my worry with it is that we're adding more 2 prize liabilities on the board, and you would need to add in a lot of switching cards in order to make this work. I think it takes up too much deck space to be efficient, but I think if you can add in a Latias EX, at least it removes the need for future capsules. Another one I saw said Temporal Forces Raichu with Collateral Bolts. I think this one is also a risky play. It does 50 damage to all Pokemon that have damage counters on it, which could be devastating to you and your opponent. Remember that Froslass will be damaging our Munkidoris, and slapping 50 damage on them could be a death sentence. If you want to lean into that and remove everything on your side that could be affected, go for it, but I think adding another stage 1 besides Froslass is a bit too much in here. And I feel the same way about the new Cofagrigus. It puts 8 damage counters on everything with abilities for 1 Psychic Energy, but again, it's another stage 1 and it'll probably dang near knock out your Frostlasses. If you do play this, take out the Froslass and Munkidoris and everything else that plays abilities. A straight Uxie Cofagrigus build might be a play, but not one I would use for this current build. So here's the updated list. I dropped 1 Azelf because I found that I wasn't using it as much as I thought it would. The best matchup for Azelf is definitely Raging Bolt, but aside from that, Uxie, Froslass, and Devo can pretty much win you most of your matchups. Now I'm going to delve into how my locals matches went and let you know what I learned from them. If you don't care about that and just want to see the updated list in action, go ahead and skip to this time and I'll meet you there. For everyone else, this is how it went. Round 1. I don't actually know. My opponent never showed up and I got the auto win. Which is great because that dude went 4-0 for the rest of the series and made it to the top 3 anyway. Turns out he was some big shot who participates in regionals regularly, so I'm actually kind of glad my first real tournament performance wasn't against him. Round 2, I went up against another person who finished in the top 8 and he was playing Gardevoir, which is normally not too hard of a matchup for us because of all the abilities they play, if not for the fact that we bricked on energy for the first 3 turns. I think I definitely could have won this one. I managed to get my Frostlasses up, but I lost 2 Uxies before I ever even started spreading damage. In the end, I got down to 2 prizes and I had an Azelf ready to get the final blow, but he switches out his Guardy for a Scream Tail and hits with that instead. And unfortunately, my counter catchers didn't arrive in the mail in time for this tournament, so I was using Boss's orders instead. If I had counter catcher, I could have played Irida, grabbed the catcher, and won. But I didn't have it, and this ended up being an L. Super unfortunate, I had him on his toes though. This guy was like, dude, your deck is devious. Round 3 was against Terapagos, and this match went perfectly. I think I gave up 1 prize throughout the whole thing, and this is an example of why you should never show your Snowrunts if you don't have to. I started Munkidori in the active, and I didn't play anything else. My opponent thought I was playing Gardevoir, so he felt comfortable benching everything he possibly could, despite the fact that you only really need 3 Pokemon on the bench to knock out my Uxies. But nope, he benched everything. My turn comes, and I bench an Uxie and a Snorunt, and he goes, oh, I regret everything now. In this one, I ended up taking 3 prizes in a turn because of Froslass, and I had one scenario where I tried to Dust Noir my Froslass, but I managed to get Enamorus V up in time and protected my Froslass with a Psychic Energy. Now, I was nice and I let him take it back, but you really don't have to. I could have let him waste that self-KO and taken a free prize. Terapagos is an excellent matchup for us, and I didn't break a sweat in this one. Next round, I went up against a TikTok streamer playing Raging Bolt. I actually never got his streamer name, otherwise I would link you the match, but I did lose this one by 1 prize. And this time it was entirely because of my misplays and unfortunate prizing. In this one I prized 2 Uxies, so I really relied on Munkidori and Azelf as my main attackers. I did get my Froslasses up early, so I was chipping away at his Latias and Ogrepons. I think if I had 1 more turn I would have won, but unfortunately he bossed my Fez early on, and then when I stretched it back, he did it again. So I was down 4 prizes pretty early. So despite all that, I am pretty proud that I pulled it back to having 1 prize left. But this was an L, to be sure. Lesson learned here is that Fez is a scary thing to play against Raging Bolt because of how many Pokemon catchers they play. In my last round, I went up against a really interesting Iron Valiant with single prize Blood Moon Ursaluna deck, and I see what he was going for here. The point was to keep switching in the Valiants to get damage on the opponent's active, which powers up Blood Moon's attack, which does additional damage for every counter on the opponent's active. It was a cool concept, but ultimately wasted on me, because I got Enamorus V up and managed to spread a lot of Psychic Energy around, so the Valiant wasn't really able to get anything going. He did boss my Enamorus and knock it out, but I was able to stretcher it back, and it was GG's from there. I feel kind of bad about it because he only played ability Pokemon. He even tried to Fez after my Froslass killed his Valiant, and he couldn't, because the knockout happened in between turns. This dude kept saying how much he hated my deck, in a joking way, of course. He was nice about it, and also said I was pretty mean for playing it. So I went 3-2 for the day and ended up in top 8. I had a really good time, and I feel like I really could have made top 3 if I just had my counter catchers. This deck is unironically good, and I think it can compete with the best of them. But I do appreciate you guys listening to all that, and let's just get into some gameplay, shall we? How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the gameplay. This is game 1. We're doing the Uxie Azelf updated deck list. We won the coin flip. We're going second. Oh, we got Charmander with Munkidoris. Fascinating. Okay. Alright, and they're loading up the bench. Got Pidgey. Got another Charmander. Got a Munkidori set up. Okay. Irida's perfect. Let's do that. Let's do Snorunt. Well, let me see. Inspect board. I don't have a Switch. That's not ideal. Yeah, so let's get Snorunt and let's get Buddy-Buddy. Do I have any other supporters? I don't have any other supporters, so I'm going to want a Vessel then. Let's get Vessel. Let's do that. Let's drop the Charm, because I don't think we're going to need Manaphy this one. Yeah, let's grab 2 Psychics. Let's go ahead and Artazon. Grab the Uxie. Slap that on. Might as well Nest Ball. Grab. Let's grab another Snorunt, just because they got a lot of abilities getting ready to be set up. That's good for now. Let's just end turn there. Probably going to lose that Azelf. Not ideal that we started with that, but that's okay. Okay, so we got a dark. I'm just gonna attach retreat. We could stretcher that back, but not right now. Alright, let's go ahead and Artazon. Let's get a backup Uxie. Alright, so we managed to spread 120 damage across the board, which is nice. Going to be very helpful for when we do set up Azelf later. Alright, he's got the Arven, he's got a Bravery Charm as well. Does he have the Pidgeot? He does. No, well, he does now. Candy, he's got it, okay. So I have the Devo. If he starts to... No, we're gonna wait, we're gonna wait. I don't want to do it yet. Ooh, he doesn't have a Charizard yet. Okay. We got our other Devo. Let's go ahead and we can Artazon. We can get our own Munkidori set up. I wanted to go to the Pidgeot because I don't want him having that. And then we're just gonna Painful Memories again. We're not gonna use the Devo just yet. We want to wait until most of his stuff is above 70 HP. And of course, now that we have both of our Devos in hand, now we get Iono. Perfect. That's okay. We're probably gonna get Arven. Yep. Alright, Charmeleon. He's probably gonna go after our Snorunt. Would not be surprised. I actually kind of like this build with Munkidoris. I think Munkidori is a great heal engine, especially for like super beefy tanky Pokemon. I like to play. Okay, yep. Taking out the Snorunt. He knows I want the Pidgeot, so he's healing that off. Okay. Does he have a Charizard, though? No, he doesn't. Wow. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do is... No, I don't want a Buddy-Buddy. Let's Artazon. Get another Munkidori. And then I'm going to Crispin. Oh, no. We have all of our Psychics in hand. Okay. In that case, let's just go ahead and Psychic this one. Yeah, that's fine. And so unless he can heal that damage off of the Munkidoris, they're going to go down at the end of my next turn. Alright, gonna load himself up with energy now. And he's gonna take out my Uxie. Bravery Charm, okay. Interesting. Why are you doing that? I'm assuming he's got a boss or something. No, he played Arven, didn't he? Pretty sure he played Arven. Yeah, I thought so. What's their play here? What are you doing? Just gonna Burning Darkness for 10 damage? Okay, that was weird. That was not the play I would have made, but look, I'm not you. I'm not you. Okay, perfect. So we got... let's do this. Let's go ahead and slap on the Dark Energy on you. I'm gonna get... let's see, let's do this. This up to 70 HP. Let's get... that guy's already at 70, or that guy's at 60. Let's do that. Is Pidgey, is this a 70? This is a 50 HP, okay. So that's not necessary. Let's go ahead and move that. The Charmeleon can't be devoed, so I'm not going to bother with that. So let's Arven. Let's go ahead and grab our Devo. Yes, sir. Do I need anything else? Let's get the Bravery Charm out of there too. Put that on. Let's vacuum away our own Buddy-Buddy. Let's get rid of that. And we're gonna Devo. Doesn't affect Charmeleon, but it will get the Pidgey out, and it will get the Charizard out. Excellent. So he can just re-evolve it, and he's going to get some more energy on there. But I've only got single prizes on the board right now. If I were to put Enamorus in, anything with Psychic Energy would be protected from his Munkidoris. But I'm not really worried about that right now. Okay, he's got a new Pidgey. Again, you're putting it on the active Uxie. I don't really know why you're doing that. Feels like a misplay. Maybe because I can just send it back with these Munkidoris. Maybe that's the thought process, but I mean, the alternative is that you're just not doing any damage with your main Charizard. Don't know. I don't think that's the play. I think the play would be just to keep bouncing that energy or that damage back and forth between my guys and theirs to kind of like nullify the effect of my Munkidoris. But look, I'm not you. I'm not you. Let's go up with the Munkidori actually. Okay, so let's Luminous. We're gonna go ahead and Artazon. I would like another Uxie. Don't necessarily need it right now, but okay, let's do this. Let's Adrena Brain. Get the 20 damage off of ourselves. Let's knock it over to that Pidgey. I don't want them setting up another one. That would not be great. Do the same thing here. And then do the same thing with this. We're going to move 10 damage over to the Pidgey. Knock that out. I don't want that. Cynthia's Ambition. Okay, that's good because we're probably going to get knocked out next turn. So what I'm going to do is... I don't really need Enamorus anymore, so let's just discard. No energy to pull. That's expected. We kind of saw that coming. And we can Cynthia right now. Yeah, let's do that. Cynthia right now. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna Mind Bend. And he's confused. Now that I have another Arven, I could just Devo again. That would feel kind of mean, wouldn't it? Hero's Cape. Okay. Now I think I definitely want to Devo, don't I? That means that the Charmeleon will have 190. I gotta get it to 190 HP. We can do that. We can do that pretty easily. Because he'll take 10 damage from the Froslass. I'll just move 30 over with the Munkidori. It'll be up at 190. And we'll be alright. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. Again, I don't feel like that's the right play. Ooh, that sucks. Alright, that's even better. Okay, 180. Freezing Shroud gets it to 190. That's what we want. Alright. Cool. So we're going to Adrena Brain. Move damage there. Move more damage there. Gonna move more damage there. Knocking that one out. There's Fez. Okay. And then we're gonna Arven. All we really want is a Devo, but let's just take a Stretcher, why not? And that is GG's. Funny because we don't really use any of our new cards in this first game, but that was a good match against Charizard. Interesting build-up Charizard, but let's go to game 2. Alrighty, welcome back to game 2. We just came off of a crazy win against Charizard with a Munkidori build, which is kind of interesting. Keep in mind, we are an Arceus League, so these people aren't like newcomers. You know, they are like the best of the best. So most likely they were just experimenting with a new build. I always like seeing different takes on the meta decks, rather than just playing what all the YouTubers are playing. So can't hate on that. They tried. They put in a good effort. Oh, Lugia. Lugia could be a pretty good matchup for us. Alright, we got Fanrodom and Ditto. This is another interesting build. I haven't seen this before. It may be a common version of it, but I haven't seen it. Hoot Hoot and Noctowl. Alright, well, as long as they don't play the Iron Hands build, I think I'm good. Transformative start once during your first turn if the opponent is in the active. Oh, Greninja. Okay, interesting. All right, let's start with a Buddy-Buddy. Let's do this because actually, yeah, we do want that. They're going to play a lot of abilities. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's Heavy Ball, see what we got in there. We have Enamorus. Are we going to need it? I'm going to take it out just so we have it. But do we need to play it? I'll play it next turn. Actually, we should play it this turn, shouldn't we? Yeah, let's do that. Because I haven't played a supporter yet, have I? Don't think so. Nope. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's grab a supporter. Alright, what supporter do we want? Cynthia would be good for next turn, but I think Iono would be the play for this one. Okay, that looks good to me. We can Ultra Ball next turn for another Froslass. Alright, we got the Noctowl. He's going to grab a rare candy most likely. He probably does have a Greninja set up. Which, let me think. What does it do? I think it has a snipe attack as its primary. And then the other one, I don't really remember. No, it's got one where it does like 120 damage and then you can pull any card you want. And the other one is the snipe attack. Alright, so he's going to use Jock. He can probably get his stage 2s out. At least the Greninja. And then with the Noctowl, he probably already did grab a rare candy. I didn't see. Ultra Ball, we're dropping the Archeops. Are we grabbing the Lugia V-Star? Grabbing a Noctowl. That's a pretty strong setup. This is a pretty interesting build. I haven't seen it before, but I see the vision. I see what they're going for. Yep, got the Greninja, and then you can do 1 water energy on it, and then with the Archeops, get 2 more. Area 0 Lugia. Interesting. Okay, so he's got just the 1 Archeops in play. We're okay with that. Froakie has 70. We just need to get it to 70. Oh, okay, I see what he's doing. Got Snorunt. Yep, took down both of the Snorunts. Okay, we might not win this one. We need Manaphy. So let's do that. Let's grab Manaphy. Yep, Manaphy and Buddy-Buddy. Manaphy, let's do Buddy-Buddy. Let's put a new Snorunt in. Let's get a Psychic down on this Uxie. I'm not gonna Ultra Ball. I'm gonna save Cynthia's Ambition. And let's go ahead and hit again. I think that was the right call to hit my Snowrunts like that. Boss's orders, going for the Manaphy. Yeah, that's expected. Shinobi Blade, hitting the Manaphy for 170, and he can grab whatever he wants. I'm going to need a Night Stretcher because I do need that Manaphy. So we're going to go ahead and promote, or we're going to promote the Uxie again, Froslass, and then not Munkidori. We don't want Munkidori on this one. All right, let's see what we can do. Promoting Uxie again. We got Arven. Arven can guarantee us the stretcher, so I think we should do that. Yeah, I'm not going to take the chance. I do need the stretcher above anything else. Yep, and then, no, not a Devo. We're not going to do that yet. That is a play that we want to keep in our back pocket, but not yet. Alright, Vengeful Punch, and that's it for now. We're just going to Painful Memories. Okay, so he's going to lose the Fan Rotom. We take 1 prize. And of course it's the Hisuian Heavy Ball. Primal Turbo. He's getting the Lugia ready to go. Gonna jet. 220, okay. He's gonna knock us out. We just have to get him to 220 in order to knock that one out with a Devo. So he's going up to 110 now. We just gotta hold out for a little bit longer. Okay. Alright, so we're at 110 now. Let's do Munkidori. Yes, we'll do that. Hisuian Heavy Ball won't do anything for me. I don't really need Counter Catcher right now. It would be good. It would make him waste more energy. But, no, I'm not going to bother with it right now. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. Nope, don't even bother. Just going to fail it. And then Cynthia. Okay, now we're at... Now we're doing something, alright. Let's get the Legacy on. Sure, yeah, let's get the Legacy on. Let's drain a Brain. Because what we want to do... yeah, we're going to want to hit that eventually. I'm going to wait one more turn for that. Let's Vessel as well. Get rid of Buddy-Buddy. Grab these. Actually, let's leave one Psychic in the deck so that we can Crispin it. Well, no, we can't even do that because we have both of our Darks in hand. Okay. I can feel the misplays, but we're not getting punished for it yet. Boss's orders, he's taking out the Enamorus. Yeah, he's got it. Dang. Oh well. Okay, that was a really interesting build of Lugia. I see what he's doing there. It's a good build. All right, welcome to game 3. We just lost to a Lugia, very interesting Lugia. We're going against some interesting decks today. We don't want to go first. So let's see if we can go 3 for 3 on unusual builds. Perfect. Start with Legacy Energy and Uxie. And a Buddy-Buddy. Look at that. We're set up pretty well. If we don't win this one, I'm the worst player on TCG and you should unsubscribe. Unless it's Dragapult, because we don't do very well against Dragapult. Roaring Moon. We can... okay, so this doesn't play very many abilities at all. So we probably don't even need to worry about Froslass. The only thing that we would use Froslass for... okay, he's got Squawk ability, so... okay, yeah. So we would do Froslass then. What I was going to say is the only thing we would want Froslass for is to get damage on our side of the board and then move it over with Munkidori. Which does sound like a decent enough play. He's got Radiant Greninja too. Okay, 2 abilities in play already. Yeah, we got a good setup for this turn, but I'm going to want to support her very soon. Yep, Roaring Moon EX. Makes sense to me. Okay. So, okay, we got Snorunt already. Nice. Let's go ahead and Buddy-Buddy. Let's get Uxie again. And another Snorunt. And then we'll bench the monkey. And then Painful Memories for 20. If you can help me out with an Iono, that'd be perfect. Pokegear 3.0. Professor Sadis. Okay, yeah, I forgot. They don't really play Iono. Alright, he's got one. Does Legacy help me with that? Let me see. Legacy, okay, if it's knocked out by damage from an attack. I wonder if Frenzy Gouging goes around Legacy or not. I don't think I've ever tried it. I think we're about to find out. Nope, Vengeance Fletching. Okay. So he doesn't take the prize for that. We're going to go up with the Uxie. Unfortunately, there's no way to get energy right now. We have a Dark Energy. Yeah, that's... not gonna work. That is a brick. We are in top tech mode. Don't like that. Yep, Vengeance Fletching. There were 17 cards into the deck, no supporters. Come on, give me a supporter. Irida, perfect. Alright, so we'll get Froslass and a Vessel. Let's get Uxie back with the stretcher. And then let's ditch the Forest Seal Stone. Get us another Psychic. And let's retreat the monkey. And then Uxie. There we go. So now we can start putting a little bit of pressure on with Froslass. Clutch Irida. Okay, Vengeance Fletching. Understandable. Let's go back up with the monkey. Still in top deck mode, which is unfortunate. Okay, Froslass is good. Let's get Uxie back. And we're just going to sacrifice the Munkidori, unfortunately. I could have pushed 20 damage over, but I think this is a better play for actually having something for next turn. And Pokemon Catcher succeeds. What is he going to do? Okay, he takes the Uxie. Alright, so I get to keep my Munkidori. Freezing Shroud, alright. Arven works. Let's do this. Let's get... I think we do want to counter gain. And we can get another Vessel. We don't have any other cards, though. I think we take the chance on a counter catcher. Yeah, well, that should buy us some time. Let's counter catch this into the active. It's not going to buy us very much time, but at least he'll have to waste another energy, which I'm pretty sure he does have. Maybe I should have gone with the Vengeful Punch then. Okay, yep, he's got it. But on the bright side, Greninja's going down this turn, so we'll get a prize. And that Squawk ability is not long for this world either. How many bosses has he used already? He used one boss. And the Pokemon catcher. 2 Pokemon catchers. Tails, good. What's all these weirdos playing Pokemon catchers? There's too many of them. Prime catcher, good lord. Okay, so he's probably gonna... Yeah, he's gonna get that Roaring Moon into the active. Gonna Prime Catcher my Froslass, and then get his other guy back. Yep. And then do a Vengeance Fletching and knock it out. Alright. Pokestop might help me here. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Okay. Take a prize card. Please bail me out. Psychic. I guess we can do something with that at least. Luminous, we can do even more with that actually. We're gonna counter gain. Let's push some damage over. I know that Squawk ability is gonna die next turn anyway, but I do want to push this damage over now so I can at least get my prizes. Hopefully bail myself out. Okay, Arven helps. So we can Buddy-Buddy. And get another counter gain. Yes. So let's do that. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and... Not Uxie. We want Azelf. You know what, and yeah, let's do an Uxie. Do we think he's got Iono? I doubt it. Alright, so we already Adrena Brained. Gonna just Mind Bend. Pokemon catcher. Getting Azelf again. No, got the Uxie. Yep. Okay, so let's promote Azelf. Push comes shove, we can always just come back in with the Munkidori. Oh, perfect. Alright, Yep, let's attach that. It's Azelf. Brave Return's not going to do much for us now. We could Alakazam. Yeah, let's... No, we can't actually Alakazam with Artazon. Let's see here. So let's start with Adrena Brain. I would like to have Alakazam. Let's go ahead and Pokestop. There goes Alakazam. Alrighty. Yeah, not a whole lot else I can do. This is an L, I think. Well, I don't think, it's definitely an L. Yeah. Unfortunate. We got close. And there's the Fizz. I'm gonna laugh if... No, okay, I was gonna say, if he frenzied gougings by mistake and sends it into overtime. That would have been pretty funny. Alrighty. Well, we went 1 and 2 on that one, but I feel like he got really lucky. I'm not claiming that ill. But yeah, there's the updated list. I definitely feel like it's a lot better. We're just going up against a lot tougher opponents now because we are in Arceus League. Everybody's good. Everybody's good up here. Alright, so that was the updated Uxie spread. Overall, I feel like we did pretty well despite going 1 and 2 in this video. It's still Thanksgiving as of me recording this, so I wanted to give thanks to all of you for watching, subscribing, and especially commenting. I've had a ton of fun talking with you all and sharing deck ideas. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and I promise to keep putting out new lists and things to help you improve as a player. I'm on vacation next week, so I'll have one video scheduled ahead of time for you all that I had a lot of fun making. I'll see you all then. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.